I arrived in Vietnam in February of '64 and was assigned to the Vietnamese Airborne Brigade. I was a battalion advisor with the Vietnamese Airborne, and then I got promoted to major that summer and went up and became the operations advisor for the Vietnamese Airborne Brigade. So I wasn't really in the SOF community, I was in the airborne community with the Vietnamese Airborne. At that time we had A teams from 5th Group. 5th Group was throughout Vietnam, headquartered in Nha Trang. And we also had MACV SOG just being formed at that time. In fact, if MACV SOG had existed or been more capable, they probably would have been the ones that got the mission to try to rescue Nick Rowe. But as it were, they asked the Vietnamese Airborne to do it. There was a major effort on the part of the headquarters there to try to ascertain where he was, where Rocky Versace was, where Sergeant Pitzer was, and try to rescue him. You don't want anybody to be a prisoner of war, you want to get him back. And that was what it was all about, getting him back. It was the 11th of August, 1964. Myself and the S3 of the Vietnamese Airborne were called to High Command headquarters, Vietnamese High Command, and MACV headquarters, and we went up there. And at that time, signal intelligence was so close hold, they wouldn't tell you anything about it. They just told us that they located 3 POWs, Versace, Rowe, and Pitzer, and that we wanted to launch an operation to rescue them. We went back and told our bosses. My boss was Colonel John Hayes, who was the senior advisor of the Vietnamese Airborne Brigade. General Dong was the commander of the brigade. And then we all went back to MACV, or High Command, and General Dong chose Captain Trung, who was the commander of the 5th Battalion, to lead the effort. And we picked, I guess, he didn't take the whole battalion, but we took, I think, the bulk of the fighting elements of the battalion. And initially, first of all, the area, Kamau area, is in the 4th Corps, Vietnamese 4th Corps. There were 4 corps, this was southernmost corps. And they weren't going to tell 4 Corps what we were going to do, because a lot of Vietnamese headquarters were penetrated by agents. But on Wednesday, they decided that we'd go to 4 Corps. So Thursday, General Dong, Colonel Hayes, myself, Captain Trung, flew to Can Tho, where 4th Corps headquarters was, and briefed them what we're going to do. And we got a plan. They decided that it might be possible for them to escape when we jumped, so they then added elements of a Ranger battalion to the operation, and they did a helicopter assault on exit routes out of this area. The area, the town of Rockshall, R-A-C-H, 2 words, R-A-C-H-G-I-A, was just south and a little bit east, I think, of where we jumped. And we worked up a plan with the Vietnamese from 4th Corps, then went back to Saigon, or Tan Son Nhut Air Base, where we were based, and gathered. And then on Saturday morning, I went over and briefed the U.S. Air Force, and my counterpart, the S3, briefed the Vietnamese Air Force, and we flew in a combination of U.S. C-123s and VNAF C-47s that the Americans had given them. We jumped on Saturday morning. The helicopter assault occurred almost simultaneously with our jump, and we jumped straight into the camp. And it was amazing, because there was nothing there. The cages were there, but everything was gone. And they apparently had left in such a hurry that normally they booby trap places when they leave, and they didn't in this case. And when I talked to Nick after he escaped, he told me that on Thursday night, say we went to 4th Corps on Thursday, briefed them, he said that night they were moved. And he said, and he laughed when he said it, he was an amazing guy. He said, we watched the air show from someplace to the north of it, I think he indicated, and they escaped out to the north, or taken him out to the north. And so there we were in the swamp there, but we were all alone. Nick Rowe wasn't there. Very frustrating.